Well, what do you want to talk about?
Wrestling. Wrestling is good.
Why do you do that?
Oh.
Why not?
It's fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
How about now? Whoa. Can you hear me now? Let me, wow, let me move this to the side. Hello, obviously you can hear me now. Hear me now. Hear me now. Okay, sorry. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Okay, how about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, we're good. All right, let me start back over again. As a lot of you know, that there was a school shooting in a in the town I live in, Appalachia High School in Winder, Georgia, which is closer to Bethlehem. Um, but I guess where they kind of map off the cities, the towns in Barrow County, it's actually in Winder. Um, wasn't there when I graduated high school. Uh, it, Back when I graduated high school, there was only one high school, Winder Barrow, but they built it, I believe, 2 years after I graduated. Uh, anyway, unfortunately, there was a school shooting. Uh, 4 people passed away, 2 teachers and 2 students. Uh, Richard Aspinwall, age 39, was a teacher and coach. He was 39. The other teacher was Christina Aremi. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names. She was 53, a teacher. Both students were only 14 years old. Mason Schumahorn and Christian Angulo. Like I said, I apologize if I'm butchering these names, but unfortunately they passed away. So condolences go to the friends and family of these folks who lost their lives yesterday. Definitely hits home. I've had nieces and nephews go there. Actually, I got 2 nieces who are in school now. Thank goodness. Uh, they go to another school, the arts and science school. I mean, if they weren't going there where they live at, they would have been there yesterday. So, uh, it's a tragedy. And before I get on a soapbox about anything, I'm going to say condolences go to the family and friends of these people. There are GoFundMe's set up for each of the victims. I'm going to share those in the chat here. Um, so every little bit will count. So, like I said, condolences go on them, and I'm just going to leave it at that before I get on a soapbox. And uh, this is not the time or place to really for me to get on a soapbox. So, um, but anyway, let's hello, Karen Pool. Hello, Joe King. Y'all can hear me good now, right? Check, check. We're all good. All right. So yeah, I see the green thing going, so should be good to go right now. Um, let's uh let's get in some wrestling talk. Sorry to be kind of a downer, but when it hits close to home like that, it kind of change your well, not change your opinion about things, but it does hit you in another way. I mean, it's cool to go on social media and see people in the community like bonding together and um, no politics, no, everybody else in the outside world they can argue that. And like I said, I'm not gonna get on my soapbox about anything because we'll be here all night and I will turn red with veins popping out and give you hundreds of cases of uh, uh, why I have the opinion I do. Uh, let's just say not going to mention the shooter's name, but where he's going. Uh, what they call it, the 3 cocktails, the shot, needle and arms. Yeah, okay. Anyway, like I said, let's not get on my soapbox. Let's talk about wrestling. Uh, let's clear our minds. Let's take it easy. Uh, need to turn the phone off too. So anyway, let's get some wrestling talk. Speaking of cases, uh, apparently Kevin Kelly and the Tate twins have filed a lawsuit against AEW, particularly Ian Riccoboni and Tony Khan. As the article reads, it appears that All Elite Wrestling AEW is gearing up to face a lawsuit from some familiar individuals. On Wednesday, Wrestling Votes via Wrestling News AV reported that Kevin Kelly and the Tate twins are initiating legal action against AEW, Tony Khan, and Ian Riccoboni. Kelly, who previously worked as a commentator for AEW Collision, has openly discussed his issues with Riccoboni in multiple interviews, which ultimately contributed to his exit from the company. The lawsuit reported that he is seeking to void the arbitration clause of their talent contracts, as well as requesting the court to certify a class action suit against AEW over claims the company is misclassifying its wrestling talent as independent contractors rather than employees. This will, I guess, WWE does this too. A lot of wrestling companies do this. They classify their talent as individual independent contractors. That's something. I'm not a lawyer. That's something I really want to study a little bit before I, say whether it's right or wrong or anything like that. I mean, way it almost sounds that they're the wrestler in-ring talent or talent surrounding at least the camera, the front of the camera part, like commentators and the wrestlers, they're almost like the actors and actresses on a TV show. You like say, um, no, not him, Kevin Costner. He recently is going to be leaving his show Yellowstone. He has an individual contract that's set up through his agent for him to be on that show. So I think in that terms, that would classify him also as an independent contractor. A lot of these wrestlers also have agents who they go to, either Tony Khan or TKO, WWE, and negotiate their fee to have them be a part of their company. And whether it's their character they brand on themselves, like an AJ Styles or CM Punk, or Drew. Well, AJ Styles, CM Punk, they kept their basic names, license, and stuff like that. But they have, they sign a contract for them to be able to use their that name and logos and everything else. Whereas somebody like Kevin Steen came in, now he's Kevin Owens, so he's playing a character of Kevin Owens, but through his agent, he signed a contract to the WWE to play the character of Kevin Owens. Same thing as El Generico. He was El Generico. Came to the WWE. Now they want him to play the character of Sami Zayn. So I believe that's how it's supposed to be worked, but I could be wrong. If anybody is a little more of an expert of the legal ramifications of an independent contractor versus a regular employee, let me know. Joe King said, yes, happy things, happy things. It's never happy to see somebody get sued. All right, second news. Actually, not too many good news going on in wrestling. Nikki Bella reported last week that her husband was arrested for domestic uh, violence. Uh, so, article I seen the other day, Nikki Bella reportedly seeking divorce following the Artem arrest. I'm not even going to try his last name. It seems that trouble may have been brewing in the marriage of Nikki Bella and Artem just weeks after Artem was arrested on felony domestic violence charges. Reports suggest that Nikki is considering divorce. Think he should be doing a little bit more than considering. Just my opinion. According to TMZ, Bella has been reaching out to divorce lawyers, and the days following the incident, the news comes as a shock to many fans who have followed the couple's relationship journey. Further details about the situation are still emerging, and it remains to be seen what the future holds for Nikki and Artem. She's the victim here. I mean, like I said last week, if this is all um, it's something he's guilty of, then she needs to move on. Her safety is her. I think, dude, I'm not sure if they have a kid. I can't remember if they have a kid or not. Sorry, I need to throw this phone somewhere. But anyway, oops. But yeah, so her own personal safety, she needs to worry about. Her safety, her family, needs to get away if he's being abusive. Don't want to get. I don't have enough to sue for, but I don't want to. I got to use those PC words like alleged and if and stuff like that. More bad news for a wrestler. Ozzy Jones, who looked like he was about to get that big break. He's on the main roster. He was teaming with the New Day. Looked like he was going to be part of that little angle if they split up. Has been pulled off TV and has been quote unquote fired. Not canned, fired. There are many questions when Ozzy Jones was suddenly removed from WWE.com's roster page over the weekend. As times passed, it became clear that this wasn't a glitch or technical error. Jones was absent from Raw last night for the second straight week, despite being involved in a program with the New Day just weeks ago. Dave Meltzer addressed the Jones status on Wednesday's Observer Radio, while Meltzer hadn't received confirmation from the WWE sources. He said he was relatively certain that Jones, whose real name is Omari Palmer, was done with the company. Sean Ross Sapp posted the following update on X. Ozzy Jones was removed from WWE TV when domestic violence allegations came to light. Fightful has learned. Sapp noted that there's been no arrests or charges, and the WWE has yet to comment. Talent had not been informed of the situation. In a separate Fightful selection, Sapp mentioned that Jones hasn't been backstage at the last two Raw tapings and isn't a part of WWE's immediate creative plans. The Observer, Brian Alvarez, said that he's been told Ozzy Jones is fired. Alvarez referenced Fightful's report about the domestic violence accusations, but did not confirm it for himself. They do. What they do, Karen. Uh, but yeah, another one of those situations. I mean, it's 2024. Shouldn't have been doing that even in 1984. Can't be you know bringing violence to your partner or your family or anything like that. That does get you can't be smacking your woman around. Allegedly. Allegedly. So, whatever it is, where it happens, honestly, he looked like he could have been a player there. Could have had cemented a pretty good career. Fans seem to like him, but that's what kills careers. Um, I mean, you can't be doing that. Shouldn't be doing that. Can't be doing that. Allegedly. Okay, you can't. He's allegedly accused of doing something he shouldn't be doing anyway. Does that make better sense? That should be make better sense, but yeah, um, this happens in all aspects nowadays. What is this going on here? Where's my notes? There we go. But my notes and everything is going haywire here. All right, now let's get some more upbeat news. Good gosh. Uh, so those of you watching now, uh, fast forward to 26/22, and we're going to discuss a little happier news. I should probably put that to begin with. Remind me to put that in the notes here after I swing it. All right. Anyway, this past Saturday was Bash in Berlin. Personally, I thought it was a pretty good pay-per-view. Some good matches there, entertaining stuff. Some story progression and everything else. Good main event match. You had two top title matches: the WWE Championship and the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Total different matches, different styles, and it worked perfectly. I didn't feel like I was seeing the same match over and over, especially with those two. Like I said, distinctly different. And let's get right to it. Uh, Sorry. Uh-oh. You know what? All right, the first match was Cody Rhodes defeating Kevin Owens by pinfall, and this is for the WWE Championship. Match lasted 23 minutes, 16 seconds. Did not feel it. Did not feel it. It was that long. Um, you can go watch my Bash in Berlin recap, and I described it as an AEW style match, but definitely toned down a lot. The things I didn't like about it, I don't like when people are having to put their finishers, 15 times and kicking out. There were, I think Cody Rhodes hit the hat trick crossroads, but only got a 2 count. Selling the injury, but excuse me, but Owens kicked out. Owens hit, I think, the stunner 2 or 3 times, and Cody kicked out each time. So I don't like that, but in the end, it was one. Kevin Owens went for the swanton, ate the knees of, or his back ate the knees of Cody Rhodes. Seemed like he probably could have sold the knee a little bit. That, hey, you got a 300-pound, over 300-pound dude just land on your knees. But he hit the crossroads just once. Hit the 1, 2, 3. They hugged it out, shook hands, and all that good stuff. So you did get to see it, Joe. Like I said, I thought it was a good pay-per-view. All right. Next match was for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't think it was going to be a bad match, but I definitely didn't think it was going to be as good as it wound up being. Jade Cargill, when she got the hot tag, didn't try to do anything fancy. She's a powerhouse. So she should be kick, punch, clotheslines, power moves, um, not springboard moves. I get it, trying to do something a little different, but at that last pay-per-view where she did it, but look like she's starting to improve. She's getting a little more crisper. Uh, Alba Fire, Ala Dawn, they did their job. They did a great job here. Of It was almost like a classic style of heel teamwork. They did a good job of doing little double team moves behind the ref's back and cutting off Bianca Belair from getting a hot tag. So when she did make that hot tag, it seemed to me it got a good reaction, which the crowd was awesome the whole night. Uh, but uh, but like I said, but in the end, it was Belair and Jay Cargill defeating the unholy union of Alda Fire and Ala Dawn, become two-time, two-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Like I said, good match. Had no problem with the ending. Like I said, it was a whole lot better than I thought it was going to be. So, uh, all right, going to the next one. The match I was looking forward to: CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in a strap match. I don't know if I mentioned it here. I know I mentioned it somewhere. I was kind of uh, I was going to back to my childhood when they had like chain matches and strap matches. Sometimes when there was like a bigger heel and a little bit smaller babyface, like in this instinct, what they would do, the heel would put the babyface on the shoulder, then as the heel was hitting the turnbuckle, so was the babyface, and they'll do a little struggle and something happen. The babyface will actually get bumped and hit the turnbuckle and win the match. They did tease that, but that wasn't the finish. He was able to get his bracelet back, at least for the night, like at least for 24 hours at least. Um, got his bracelet back. It was cool. He still had it in his hand when he hit the turnbuckle for the fourth time, or the fourth turnbuckle, winning the match. Like I said, good match. I would say if I was a wrestler, I don't think I would. This is probably a match I wouldn't do. Uh, that big old leather strap, it left some welts on them, and I don't know. I guess the adrenaline and that big paycheck would probably change my mind, but excuse me. But again, it told a good story. Then you had the Raw afterwards, which pushed that story a little further now. Um, McIntyre came out, beat up CM Punk again. This time took the bracelet, ripped it apart. So it looks like now they'll have if I ain't mistaken, I've heard they're going to have the Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood between these two. So I think I'll have to get tickets to that. Somebody needs to buy me tickets and take me. uh, I'll buy you pizza that night. That's about it. Pizza at the arena. That's my new tradition when I go to a show like AEW at a arena like Phillips Arena or Gordon or Gas South Arena. I have to get a pizza. So anyway, all right. Next up, somebody messed up here. That person was me. All right, I messed up here. Sorry, folks. Uh, the next match was Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, the Terror Twins. They defeated the Judgment Day, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and Liv Morgan. This, of course, was a mixed tag team match, entertaining match. Like I said last week, uh, Priest and Ripley should have won it. There's no title at stake. They need to get themselves a win. Uh, Like I said, it wasn't for a title or anything. The Judgment Day did try to interfere, but it was Rhea Ripley hitting a riptide on Liv Morgan to uh, get her team to win, but it was good, entertaining match. Uh, Lucky Dominic Mysterio uh, got put in a head scissors in the corner by Rhea Ripley, so the Dominic, the best character in wrestling right now. He's in the best spot in wrestling, better than the world champion right now. That's my opinion, but anyway, that brought us to the main event. It was Gunther versus Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship. This match, a whole lot different from the Cody and Kevin Owens match, which it was like a 50-50. You do yours, you do mine. This one had a little bit of that, but a little more grounded. A lot of slugging going on. Very snug, it seemed. That's what you get from a Gunther match. Randy Orton kept right there with him. Now, in this match, before you say, oh, but, Gunther kicked out Randy Orton's finisher. Yeah, he did. But Randy Orton only hit it once. He hit it once. 1, 2, kicked out. When Orton was trying for it again, that's when Gunther hit the sleeper. Orton was trying to get out of it. Almost did, but Gunther chopped him down again. Clamped on the sleeper again. Tied him up. And Randy Orton passed out. And they call it a technical submission now. When you pass out, that's called a technical submission. So, like I said, good match. Gunther just carries himself like a, a classic world champion. When he's not wrestling, he's dressed to a tease. Nice, very nice clothes that you would think a world champion would dress like. This nice, basically, I'm trying to say fancy clothes. He likes to dress fancy. Kind of like Ric Flair, Luthez, Harley Race would do dress fancy as well. Nick Botwinkle. His promos remind me a lot of Nick Botwinkle because Nick Botwinkle would pretty much talk over people's heads. And he was just real calm, real cool, real collected. Didn't really didn't shout, didn't get angry. Very egotistical. Kind of like Gunther is, and I think that's the reason a lot of people are a fan of Gunther's. I mean, he does have good matches, carries himself well, and pretty solid. So I mean, that's why he's a world champion. Do believe his next world, the premium live event, Bad Blood. I believe he's taking on Sami Zayn. Should be another win for Gunther, but we'll hit that road. We'll hit that when the time comes. Um, but all in all, a good pay-per-view. Like I said, I was entertained. Um, Good matches. Different styles for everything. Not everybody trying to do everything. I mean, the Cody, Kevin, they kind of did that to a point, but sometimes when you go out there, and I haven't put it up yet, but um, this it has been recorded. It's very short, but one thing I said about the Kyle Fletcher match is like sometimes you just can't do every match, and and show this basically do your whole repertoire in every match because people get stale to you real quick. And I'm a Cal Fletcher fan, so I wish they would do something with him more instead of being a stepping stone of sorts. Speaking of AEW, AEW's got a pay-per-view this weekend called All Out. Of course, this is a couple weeks after the All In pay-per-view. This one's taking place at the Now Arena in Chicago, Illinois. No, don't. That's not. That's kind of the Illinois flag logo with the stars. Don't worry, CM Punk ain't gonna show up there. But um, pretty decent card they got going for them. Um, Fortunately, I'm not, or unfortunately, how you want to call it, I'm not going to see it. I'm going to another local show, independent show Saturday night. I also got a family thing to go to Saturday afternoon. My whole Saturday's, I'm gonna I'm gonna sleep real good come Saturday night when I get home. But anyway, um, so we're gonna do some predictions. All right. One of the matches we have. Now, I'm not sure what order these matches going to be in. I do believe Swerve and Hangman match is going to be the main event. I think that's supposedly given, but everything else I have no clue. So we have Will Ospreay going against Punk or Pac. Now, chat in the comments or whatever, is it supposed to be Pac or is it Pac? Because it seems like when I first seen him before he went to WWE, everybody called him Pac, like an X-Pac. But the announcer last night and the commentators as well kept on calling him Pac. So, what's the bastard's name? Sorry, I had to squeeze it in there. But he is the bastard. He is Pac. Anyway, so yeah, anyway, this will be for the AEW International Championship. I say Will Ospreay is going to be the winner of this one. Could possibly easily be the best match on the card. Besides the main event. Because they gave us a little display last night on Dynamite. Okay. Is it like in Tupac or Pack, like Packy Clothes? I see how it's spelled. Is it like X-Pac or Tupac? Or is it like Pack, like in Packy Clothes? And my mind wants to know. Inquiring minds wants to know. Anyway, let's while I'm getting confirmation on that answer, let's go to the next match, which will be for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. This match was made last night on Dynamite. Now, of course, this is an AEW pay-per-view. Still got the Friday show and Collision to go. Rampage and Collision to go, so they might announce more matches. But this match was made last night. For the AEW World Tag Team Champion, it is the Not So Young Bucks going against Blackpool Combat Club members Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. Pac is Pac, Pac is Pac. Yeah, but they both spelled it the same freaking way. So it's Pac. Anyway, so I guess it's Pac. Because I could have sworn when he first came out, people kept calling him Pac. That's the reason I keep calling him Pac. Kind of like Pete Dunne. I could swear I heard some commentary call him Pete Dunne. Before, way before now. But before he was called, Butch. Because somebody called him Pete Dunne. That's the reason I was like, oh, he's Pete Dunne. Cool. Now it's Pete Dunne. Okay, fine. I'll call him Pete Dunne. I'll call Pac. Exactly. Anyway, uh, so yeah, this match was made last night. I just don't think the Young Bucks are going to relinquish those championship. They got the young Grizzly vets coming in. I guess they're going to do a program with them, all surrounding the AEW World Tag Team Championships. So we need to get the Grizzly Young Vets some more TV time on Dynamite, give them some wins, some credible wins. Then who knows what happens after that. Alright. Now I do believe. I thought this was supposed to be for that CML Women's Championship, but I don't see it advertised. But anyway, either way, it's a Chicago street fight. Willow Nightingale versus Chris Statlander with Stokely Hathaway. Either way, I think Statlander's going to win this one. Whether it's for the championship or not, I think she's going over here. Of course, it being AEW, gotta make people happy. What surprised me, they put Willow Nightingale over. But I would go with Chris Statlander. That way she can. Either way, this feud's got to end. Well, I mean, I should, because I guess if this is the blow off, Willow should win, but it's not going to make sense if I want to bring Chris Statlander to that next level, which is a really next level like for her, because the two women's championships are pretty tied up now. Fuck it. One of these girls is going to win. I'd still go with Chris Statlander. All right. Okada. Kazuchika Okada. Bitch. It's going to be a four-way match for the AEW Continental Championship. Don't know. It's to be determined who the three people are. Don't think it's going to matter. Okada's going to keep it. Be very surprising if you don't. I think Takeshita might be one of the three. It'll be pretty cool to see him. I'd rather see him and Okada in a singles match than Takeshita wins. I like Takeshita. Fan of his. And we got, the fans are the real winner. And the real winner is you. I need to find out music to that video game. Alright, so now we got MJF versus Daniel Garcia. Again, this is AEW. Got to make the people happy. Me personally, I would put MJF over, but I'm trying to get into the head of whoever, Tony Khan, or whoever does the creative stuff. I think they were going to put Daniel Garcia over. Um, should be an okay match. MJF is hated. People like Garcia. I have nothing against Garcia. I'm, uh, not like a huge fan, but not like I don't dislike him. If he's in, I like watching his matches, but I'm not going to go out of my way to watch one of his matches. Willow Statlander. Alright, oops. And I don't think it's going to be a secret who's going to win this match. Mercedes Moné versus Hikaru Shida. This match, Camille, the Brick House, who used to be Nick Aldis's insurance policy when he was NWA World Champion, is now Mercedes Moné's insurance policy. She will be banned from ringside. Not going to matter because Mercedes Moné will win this one, keep the AEW TBS Championship. Camille, probably a ref bump. Camille interferes or something like that. Who knows? But either way, Monet wins this one. Alright. Now see, this is a match, a world title match you put on Dynamite. It's not a pay-per-view quality match. I don't care what you say. Yes, I know he was in the Four Pillars matches, whatever, but didn't like it then. Don't care for his scapegoat. Anyway, for the AEW World Championship, Bryan Danielson defends against Jack Perry, the scapegoat, the Jungle Boy, Dylan's baby boy. Yeah, there should be no surprise that Bryan Danielson wins this one, hands down. No reason whatsoever to put the world title on Jack Perry. They'll give him a nice match, almost tease it, but no reason to keep it on Bryan Danielson. No. Jack Perry is not the guy. He's not world champion material now. Will he ever be? Time will tell. As of right now, a no. A big no. Yeah, that's what I said. It'll be Willow. I already talked about that one. Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander. I said Chris Statlander's going over on that one. Oh, are you talking about Camille? Yeah, she might not be there. I can see that, but they do this stuff from time to time, have people supposedly barred from ringside, but they're there, then they get involved. Alright. Now the roof is on fire. Anybody would watch Dynamite last night? They did a little feel good story. It started out, they had a cameras there, Swerve Strickland signed a new big money deal with AEW. And that money was able to afford him to purchase his childhood home, only for Heyman and Page to burn it down. But anyway, I do believe this is going to be the main event. Steel cage match. The Rhinestone Cowboy, Adam Page, is going to get Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana. Swerve, I put Swerve over on this one. I don't see why Adam Page would go over. I guess now Swerve's a babyface again after a few weeks of being heel against Bryan Danielson. So he's babyface again. So I guess I had to get some sympathy for him. Have somebody burn down his childhood home. Yeah, there we go. But going with Swirl on this one, like I said, should be. I don't think it should be. The two women's matches, the Willow and Statlander match, should be okay. Should be a stinker, but you know. Now Mercedes Moné, I seen them wrestle already one time. Wasn't that good. Yeah, she's already beat her on TV once, but that was because of Camille doing some shenanigans. So probably this one. Like I said, probably ain't gonna be no better. Uh, the Ospreay and Pac match. Pac-Man. Will Ospreay versus Pac-Man. That match should be probably the best match of the night. I think, especially 8, this is going to be your AEW dives, flips, whatever, and it should be really good because Pac is really good at that shit. No Ricochet on this card. Not sure why. He's that new big free agent signing, and don't have a spot for him here, but I can't understand. I mean, I don't know why they put Bucks against the Acclaim in a singles match, since that's where they should have kept going, but uh, I can understand. I guess the Acclaim and the FTR, they had their last chance for a while, so Bucks are going on to other things, uh, namely the Blackpool Combat Club. Now, the most interesting thing they're doing right now in AEW is Jon Moxley. Now, I hope this ain't one of those where they tease something. It's like the Black Scorpion, or it's like the Devil angle all over again. It's like total letdown. But maybe they're actually doing something with this one. So far, he's coming out. Why he wants to talk to Darby Allin, who knows? Then told Tony Schiavone, this ain't your company anymore. Which is not Tony Schiavone's. It's freaking Tony Khan's. Dumbass. But, so, how does everybody feel about the All Out card? Is anybody going to watch it? Like I said, I more likely won't. I'm not the kind of person who. I'll have way too much things to do on Sunday as well. I got laundry, work reports, pack up, get ready to head back to lovely Lake Park, Georgia on Monday. Hopefully I ain't got to get up at 3 o'clock again in the morning. I'm good if I can leave at 6:30. But last week I had to get here right at 8 o'clock, so I had to leave my house at 3:30 that morning. That sucks right after a freaking holiday weekend. But what else is going on in wrestling? That's good news. Speaking of New Day, I think Xavier Woods has a birthday today. Anyway, yeah, that's about all I want to get to this evening. Let's do the plugs now. Every Tuesday I do a trivia show called Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, where I ask 5 questions all dealing with sport of professional wrestling. So come check that out, play along with friends, share, and have some fun. Of course, I decided to take a day off this past Monday, so I wasn't able to catch Raw. I did. For some reason my sling didn't work, but so I wasn't able to do a recap. But next week we'll get back onto the regular schedule here, and that includes the weekly WWE recap show. I also do a AEW Dynamite recap show. This week's ain't up yet. As soon as I finish this, I'll upload this week's Dynamite. It's really short. Not a lot talking about it, because I just want to get that done so I can get this live stream set up. So as soon as I upload it, check it out, or check out my other AEW or WWE Raw recap shows. Speaking of Thursday, what you're watching now is Spot Show live stream with me, Ronald Ray. This show every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Friday morning in Japan, or 9 a.m. Friday morning in Japan, 5 a.m. Friday morning in India. Come join us in the chat, and all that good stuff. Now, if you're not particularly a fan of today's wrestling, or you're young or old, wants to talk about the good old days, I do another another live stream on Fridays called Wrestling Gold Friday Night, where I discuss that day in wrestling history. Also do a watch along. This week's watch along is Mid-South Championship Wrestling. Both things I'll talk about the history, events that went on, and my own personal memories if I have any, or at least any tapes I've watched and had memories of it or heard stories about. I'll share those with you during the night. Of course, that's every Friday night unless otherwise told. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Saturday morning and in Japan, and 5 a.m. Saturday morning in India. So that does it for this week's Spot Show live stream. Appreciate everybody watching. Come on in next week, same time, 8 p.m. Central, or 8 p.m. whatever. At the times I listed a while ago. Join me in the chat, or either discuss what's going on, or leave a comment, question, or just say hello. That's all cool. Also, if you're not able to watch it live, there's a replay. Again, in the comments, discuss, question, anything that's happening in wrestling that I discussed here this evening. Or just, again, say hello. I'll say hello right back. I'm sort of friendly. And if if you like what you're hearing, hit the like button and be a champ. If you're not a subscriber yet, click on that subscribe button and notification bell so you'll be notified when any of my content does come out. Until next time, you folks have a good one and take it easy. Hope to see you all tomorrow night for Wrestling Gold Friday night. Have a good one and take it easy. Or did I already say that? Ciao. Hey there, thank you for checking this out. If you enjoyed it, share with friends, drop a like button, leave a comment. Also, be a champ and hit that subscribe button. You can also check me out on social media, Facebook at Ronald Ray, on X or Twitter is RPAT